Hi, my name is Kristen Thurston, and today I'll be talking about preventing obesity in youth. So in my presentation today, I'll be talking about obesity in youth, recognizing the health risks, preventing it at home and at school, and then we'll pull it all together at the end and conclude the presentation. So before we start, I would like you guys to grab a piece of paper and a pen for me, please, and think about these facts. So in 2014, 35 million people were living in Canada. Of these people, 2,343,475 of these were youth, and in this context, youth is between the ages of 12 and 17. So I'd like you guys to think of how many of these youth were obese or overweight, and whatever number you just thought of, please write that down on that piece of paper, and we're going to get back to that at the end of the presentation. So a major dilemma in today's society is obesity in youth, and preventing that, we're part of preventing that. As students of the personal fitness training facility at NAIT, it is not only our duty, but our passion to radiate a lifestyle that is based on physical activity and healthy eating, and thus being a role model to everyone around us. And other ways to prevent this obesity dilemma is what we're going to be looking at today. So the first step of prevention is awareness. So being aware of the health risks that come along with obesity is one major thing that a lot of people don't know. And specifically for children, the increased risk of cardiovascular disease, type 1 diabetes, asthma, and sleep apnea arise from obesity. And the biggest thing that we need to know about this is that children don't understand all these health risks and these big words that we're throwing at them. They don't understand, nor do they really care. They just really want that chocolate bar. So instead of leaving all of the responsibility up to the children, the responsibility lies on their parents and their guardians and the teachers around them, influencing them every day. So it's our job and it's the parents' jobs to recognize these health risks and teach the children how to live a healthy lifestyle. Preventing obesity at home is a perfect place to start, and simply by promoting a healthy environment around your children, it will be so beneficial to them. Making the healthy choice the easy choice is the best thing. Showing your kids around parks and trails around your house is so beneficial because then they know where to go and what to do. And a lot of the times they just don't know. And if you if you promote active playing and you play tag with them and you play hide and go seek, I remember as a kid that was my favorite thing to do because I was so small, so I was always able to hide in the best spots. Promoting that kind of active playing around your kids is going to teach them what to do and how to do it and how to stay physically active and show them how much fun that it can be. And again, taking them outside and showing them trails and parks that they can go to is also beneficial because then they know where to go to do all these things as well. And healthy food, so having a plate of fruit out on your table rather than chips and cookies, your kids are more likely to eat the fruit and make healthy choices that way rather than digging through the cupboard and looking for that unhealthy snack. Preventing obesity at school. Children these days are learning a lot in school, and all of these things, some of them don't really show the kids how to live a healthy lifestyle and how to be physically active. So, Paul Vergler and Angela Fitzgerald did a study in 2014. It was a survey-based study comparing schools and their prevention programs for obesity in youth. So they compared schools that had nutrition plans, the ones that didn't have nutrition plans, and also schools that took part in what's called the Annapolis Valley Health Promoting School Projects, so AVHPSP. And what they found was that schools that participated in this AVHPSP program were having a lot lower rates of obesity and overweight. And this just shows that school prevention programs can help, and they can benefit the kids a lot. So since this AVH-PSP program helps so much, I did a little bit more research on it. And their goal is to enable children to make healthy choices about nutrition and physical activity on a daily basis, which will reduce their risk for developing chronic diseases and provide them with the skills to develop healthy food and activity behaviors for life. So that goal is a pretty good goal. I really, really support that goal, and teaching kids how to do it themselves and how to make those healthy lifestyle choices is going to benefit them in the future. So how they did this, their project strategies, they took people from the education, the sports and recreation, health, and the food industries, and they made a project advisory committee out of these people. And that way they had people who knew a little bit of everything and combined those people to be able to help this project go forward. They also did programs for awareness and education and leadership developments, again, to further progress this program. They formed health promoting school teams. So in each school, they had a team of people that would go around and assess where this program needed to be developed and what needed work. So that way, again, that it wasn't a stationary project, it was an ongoing, improving environment. And the main thing was that the school and the students in the school is what was leading and guiding this project. What they did around the school for this program, they did wellness fairs. One cool thing that they did that I really like is they developed a playground games handbook. So each week they would introduce a new playground game to the kids, and they made a little handbook out of it. And then that way, every time the kids went out to play at recess, they always had a game to play, and they always had something fun to do and stay active. They also opened up the gym for after-hours activities that were non-competitive, and they were pre-arranged so that the kids just went there after school rather than going home. There was also surveys for the parents and students that were sent home every now and then, and again, that just supports the reasoning behind the students and the teachers. They were what was guiding and progressing this program. There was also a nutrition program that was sent home with every kid, and it contained low-cost food, and it limited the high calorie and low nutritional value foods. And then they also increased the consumption of fruits and vegetables at school by making it available to kids and putting signs up around their classrooms promoting fruits and vegetables. And they also brought taste testers in, and that way they could introduce kids to new fruits and vegetables that they may not have known before. So let's go back to that number that you wrote down earlier. So of those very large number of youth between the ages of 12 and 17, 467,969 of those were overweight or obese. This was a self-reported number, and it was based on their BMI. And I hope that number hit you as hard as it hit me, because I think that is way too big, and I really think that we need to cut that down and really help and focus on the youth of today, because they're what drive our tomorrow, and they need to be healthy in order to come up with everything that they need to come up with in order to make our future better. So in conclusion, to help prevent obesity in youth, we need to show them and we need to teach them how to do physical activity, because they don't know. All they know is running around is fun, but they need to know that it's also helpful, and they need to know where to go and what to do, and we also need to do that so that we can be role models to them. We need to show them that we eat healthy and that we're physically active as well, and then that way they can strive to be like us. Also, putting your kids in a healthy environment is very beneficial. Showing them around the trails and putting healthy fruit out and vegetables, and showing them just everything around them that is so healthy and so good for them. And also, this gives them a chance. That's the biggest thing with kids, is that they just need to be given a chance at a long and robust life without health complications, or as little as possible at least. And prevention is key. I know that we still have a lot of curing to do with today's youth and obesity that's already happened, but if we can prevent it from now on, that is going to be so beneficial, and it's going to allow the kids so much easier life, and everybody an easier life and a much happier life. So that's all I have for you guys today. Please, if you have any comments or questions, post them in the forum below, and I will try my best to get back to you as soon as I can and answer any questions to the best of my ability. I hope you guys have a good night, and it was nice talking to you. Bye.